Alright, so we just got this Bluetooth speaker and we want to be able to play audio from our MP3 player, but our MP3 player doesn't have Bluetooth. And unfortunately, this speaker doesn't have a place to plug in a stereo cable or an aux cable, but it does have this USB mini port that says it's aux on it. We don't have the cable though to connect the stereo to the aux on this USB mini. So we're gonna make our own cable. So what you need is a USB mini cable and a stereo cable from either like an old pair of headphones or just a little jumper that we can cut into and connect the correct wires together. So let's go ahead and cut these two cables open and figure out how to connect. Okay, so we stripped the stereo cable and we found that there's a gold and a green pair and a gold and a red pair. The red and the green are going to be the actual audio, and the gold is just the ground. So if we're going to twist the golds together and the red and green together and find out how to connect those to our USB mini cable. If you strip your cable back and it looks like the color is actually on the wire, like there's no plastic jacket to peel back to expose the copper, there's a coating on those wires that you're going to need to remove before you connect them together. An easy way to remove that is just to take a lighter or go to your stove and just burn that coating off really quickly, and then you can rub it with some alcohol to get the soot off of it, and that should give you some nice exposed copper wire. Okay, so we burned the coating off and we connected the red and the green together and the two golds together. Now let's strip our USB cable and figure out how to connect it all together. Okay, so we stripped our USB cable and we found that there was 4 wires in there. There was a red and the blue, which are going to be for power, and then there was green and the white. That's the ones we want for our audio. Your power can also be red and black, but you don't need those. If you strip your USB cable and you only found 2 wires, that means that it only has wiring for power and not for audio. So you're going to need to find a different cable until you find one with 4 wires. So now that we got those 2 wires that we want, we need to connect them together to our stereo cable and find out which way to connect these together to get audio. Okay, so we've got our Bluetooth speaker plugged into the aux port. We've got our music player playing, and we're going to figure out which combination of wires to put together to get the audio correct. So I'm going to try to connect the red and the green to this green. Okay, so it looks like we found the right combination. So the white is going to go to the gold cables, and the green is going to go to this red and green pair. You've got about a 50-50 chance of getting this right, so just figure out the right combination and then twist them together. Okay, so we've got our wires connected together, and now if you have a soldering iron and you want to do it professionally, go ahead and solder these together. But we don't have a soldering iron today, so we're going to just use a hot glue gun to connect the wires together. Okay, we've got it all connected together, and our connection is even waterproof now that we used a hot glue gun. Let's see if it worked. There we go, it works.